Welcome to our new improved exception handling review and fix. Review and fix was designed with two key principles in mind. One, we want to increase the clarity of why exceptions are called, how to resolve them, and the impact of resolving them on the student's grade. And the second, we want to improve the experience for large class instructors that have hundreds of exceptions to go through. Let me walk you through review and fix. Review and fix is set up as an email inbox style layout. On the far left column, you have all the categories of different exception types. The middle column features the full list of exceptions to review, and the right-hand column features the specific exception that you're resolving at the moment. All the previously resolved exceptions will be hidden under the Show Fixed toggle. This will allow you to focus solely on the unresolved exceptions that need your attention, while giving you the opportunity to go back and review all of your previously resolved exceptions. At the top of the middle column, you have the ability to filter the exceptions that you're looking at. You can do this by finding exceptions associated with a specific student or with a specific upload. Now let's go through each individual exception type. Student ID exceptions are called anytime Akindi is unable to connect a test sheet that was uploaded to a specific student in your roster. This could be caused by a student either leaving their student ID field blank or misfilling it so it doesn't match a student ID in your roster. This could also be caused by two students bubbling in the same ID or a student bubbling in 0000, which Akindi reads as the answer key. We also call student ID exceptions on blank bubble sheets that are uploaded. When Akindi identifies a test sheet as having a student ID 0000, by default, we recognize that as the answer key. You then have the option to set this test sheet as the answer key, at which point we will override whatever answer key is currently set for the answer key that is entered on this test sheet. Alternatively, if it was a student that just bubbled in 000, like we have in this case, you can assign this test sheet to the student by searching the student by name or student ID to find the desired student and set this test sheet to them. If Akindi identifies every question as blank, it will highlight it as a blank test sheet. You have the option to either assign this test sheet to a student or discard it from your assessment. For all regular student ID exceptions in which the student ID is either blank or misfilled, you can search the class roster by name or by student ID to find the desired student and assign this test sheet to them. Version code exceptions are called anytime Akindi is unable to determine the version of a test sheet. This could be caused by either the student leaving their version bubble blank or bubbling in multiple version bubbles. Akindi will provide you with a preview of the student's grade for each version and star the grade that is highest. You can then use the drop-down menu to assign a specific version to the student. Whenever Akindi is unable to grade a test sheet, it calls it as a scanning error. This could be caused by either the corner squares or QR code being missing or damaged, or if in this case there was a question test sheet that was uploaded that we were unable to identify as a bubble sheet. If the scanning error is caused by a test sheet that is missing corner squares or a QR code, you can request that test sheet to be repaired by the Akindi team using this button. Alternatively, you have the option to click Discard Test Sheet, which will remove this blank test sheet from your assessment. And you can do that with all other test sheets as well. Akindi calls student response exceptions anytime a student bubbles in more responses than the answer key contains. In this case, the student bubbled in 2 responses but X'd out one of them. I can use the checkboxes to correct and change this student's response. When I do that, Akindi will automatically update the student's response based on the answer key. And I can click Confirm Response. Because the student answered this question correctly once I made the change, you can see that the points earned is set to 1, meaning this question will result in 1 point for that student. And I can confirm that response. In situations like this, where the student just did bubble in 2 responses and there isn't a change that is needed on the actual student's response, I can click Confirm Response to let Akindi know that that student did bubble in B and C. On Select All That Apply questions that use the partial mark grading, Akindi automatically resolves those exceptions and lists them under the Show Fix toggle for you to review. So for my assessment, I had question 6 was a partial mark question with C and D as the correct response. So all of these Select All That Apply questions were auto-resolved by Akindi, but I have the ability to review them under Show Fixed. And just like that, all of my exceptions are resolved. We are really excited about the addition of Review and Fix and hope it increases the clarity of the exceptions and reduces the time spent resolving exceptions. We are always open to feedback and suggestions, so please reach out if you give Review and Fix a try. We would love to hear your feedback to be able to implement it and continue to make Akindi better. I hope you have a great day.